All right, hello once again, my junior AVID students. Hopefully life is treating you well and you're staying safe and secure. We're looking at week 4. This is the fourth week of all this wacky business, and we're going to go over the agenda and the assignments this week to make sure that you are good to go with what you need to get done. This week is going to be very similar to what you got last week. Reflection, weekly schedule, questions and summary. These are all constant AVID things that you need to do. The new wrinkle this week is we're going to start in on analyzing CSU applications. So last week you should have gotten your UC application insight questions done and turned into Jupyter. And this week we are going to now start looking at CSU and Cal State University system. If you did not get those UC questions in, get those in. That's going to be a huge part of your grade. So it's a big bonus to have that improving your grade for your AVID class. In addition to obviously like being ready for your UC applications in like 4 months. So yeah, we definitely want to get you there. All right, let's jump into the online notebook and see what we got this week. Again, not going to be anything that's too crazy or new. Online, week 4, from May 11th to May 17th. Don't forget, we have a check-in meeting Wednesday from 11 to 11:30. What am I going to be talking about this meeting? Specifically, I'm going to be going over that CSU application website. That is one of your assignments, but I do think it's a good talking point for us to start talking about the CSU application, how it's different than the UC application, how it's the same, and all that good stuff. This week, I really just want to get you starting to become familiar with it. Next week, I think we'll jump in a little bit more with starting to fill out the application. Office hours this week are 2 to 2:30, not Monday through Friday. Let me make that change. Wednesday and Thursday. And I'm cutting it down to a half hour because this last week, nobody came. So I was like, all right, I'm still going to offer it. But, you know, if you're not using that time and you'd much rather send me text messages, I'll just use my time to respond to your text messages. Okay, again, what are we talking about this week? Reflection, new schedule, questions and summary, and the CSU application, not CSI. Oh, we're gonna go work on crime scene investigation. Nope, CSU application, gotta get a degree before you can go work in crime scenes. Little description, you should read that. This video is right here, linked right on the agenda and the work for the week. All right, what do you need to get done? Make sure you log into Jupyter at least once for the week. You're going to be reflection, your schedule, new schedule for the week, questions and summary. And then you're going to answer some questions about the CSU, and you're going to start registering. And you're going to need to take a screenshot of that registration process. Again, if you forget how to turn anything in through Jupyter, although you're probably the expert at this point, there's a link that shows you to a video that shows you how to do it. Okay, reflection on time management, assignment number 1. This is the exact same reflection you wrote last week. Hopefully you learned some new things this week. Same concept. You got, for those that turned it in, you did a great job. Gave out full credit to pretty much everybody. You know, again, how did you feel you were? Were you more productive? Hopefully this week you're going to be even more productive than you've been the last 2 to 3 weeks. What is working well for you? What is not working well for you? And then just keep answer all those questions on a separate sheet of paper. Schedule for the week. Again, you're going to make a whole new schedule. And I'm really thinking that this week's schedule isn't going to be too different than last week's schedule. Again, you're only making minor tweaks and adjustments for the things that didn't seem to work out last week. Maybe this is the week you start getting the exercise done. Maybe this is the week that you're not up till midnight working on stuff. Maybe this is the week that you can find ways to get it all done by Friday, so Saturday and Sunday you don't have to worry about it at all. Okay, make the small adjustments, the minor tweaks, to get it all done, and then make a brand new schedule and keep rolling with it. Same schedule, instructions, same video. The meeting is on Wednesday. Just another reminder there about CSU applications. Questions and summary, no brainer. Again, you got your lovely, beautiful names here on the left-hand side. You should be filling out folders over here for now week 4. So make sure you get them in. And the newest thing is the CSU application. So let me spend a little time on this. So this is the link right here. It's going to take you to the CSU application page. I click on it. and I'll be going over this stuff on Wednesday as well. Takes you here. Go down here. Of course, it tells you some stuff about how COVID-19 is kind of messing things up. Down here under admission guidance, I want you to click here where it says first-time freshman. Okay, it's going to give you some information, and then you got to fall into one of these three categories. Are you a first-time student for 2020? No, not unless something new has happened. You're not starting college this fall, but you are starting college on 2021, current high school juniors, and you are not in those grades right now. So you click on the middle one. It gives you a whole bunch of information about the CSUs, some of the changes that have happened because of COVID-19. So I want you to read through these. These are where your questions are at. Not all of them, but some of them. And then over here on the right-hand side, you see all these options. We're going to go to choosing a campus. Okay. And it says search and compare campuses. Click on that button there. And then you get to start playing around with it. And just, this is the thing that blew me away. There's 23 CSUs. Again, they're all in California because they're California State University. 23 different campuses. So the UCs, I don't know the number off the top of my head. I want to say there's like 8, 9, or 10, somewhere like that. There's 23 of these. So again, you want to make sure you get into a college. So if you're not looking at the UCs, then definitely be looking at the CSUs. Even if you are looking at the UCs, you should still be looking at the CSUs. So you get to choose. Do I want to look at location? Do I like NorCal, SoCal, Central California? Central California is like Sacramento-ish, Bakersfield, Fresno, that kind of area. Do you want to specify enrollment? You know, you want a little amount of people, more than 20,000 people? If you're not sure, just leave it blank. Setting, small town, large town, or medium city, or are you looking for being a big city? Like San Diego's a big city, LA is a big city, San Francisco is a big city. And then sports, maybe this is interesting to you. Do you want to make sure they have a certain kind of sport at this place? Look at all those wonderful sports that you can participate in. Oops, excuse me. Okay, so let's say, I don't know, I like, you know, I want to get a little away from the heat. Let's go Northern California. I don't mind if it's big. And you can add more. You know what? I don't mind if it's big. I don't mind if it's under 20,000. Either one of those works for me. Large city, medium city, that was work for me. Sports, they got to have a women's and men's basketball team. That's just, I don't know. I just chose those. All right, I hit search. What's it going to give me? Oh, 5 campuses. There's CSU Chico, CSU East Bay, CSU Sacramento or Sacramento State, San Francisco State, San Jose State. Okay, and it starts breaking it down with enrollment, fees, cost of living. Okay, that seems really low for fees. 5,000? No way. That's got to be something else. If that's the cost of tuition you guys are getting away with a steal, that's cheap. Cheap. Cost of living, there you go. That seems more realistic. Here's what these fees are. We'll have to look at that. But again, if you want to find out, like Chico, where the heck is Chico? Let me go to more information. Okay, campus website, application fee, $70. Something to look at. We'll talk about that. Street address. There's the website, SAT number. Oh, those are codes. Some campus photos. Those are nice buildings. Now remember, the photos, they're going to show you all the best stuff. They're not going to show you the rundown things. Okay, so you're like, you know what, maybe I want to check out a little bit more. Let me go to their homepage. Okay, and you can find out all about there. They got admissions, athletics. But you're like, you know what, never mind. Let me go back to this. I also want to see the map. Where's the place kind of like, break it down for me here. What's the map of the campus look like? Yes, I accept cookies. Always. All right. That's got a, is that a walkway or a river? Let's take a peek. Looks like a river. It's got a nice little river down the center of it. Look at that. Science building. Oh, wonderful. There's a gym. There's some halls where the students probably are living. Some lecture halls probably in there. Doesn't look like that big of a campus. Some more lecture halls. Some off-site stuff. Tres Hombres. Celestino's Pizza. Performing Arts Center. Art and Humanities Building. Police Center. Student Center. Yep. Okay. Wildcat Recreation Center. Ooh, that's a pool for sure. All right. Yeah. And this is what I want you guys to do this week is to kind of just play around with it. So if you go back to your steps, it's going to walk you through the steps I just gave you. I want you to find 5 campuses that you might be interested in. You can choose whatever criteria you want. And then you're going to answer these questions right here. List the names of the 5 campuses you may be interested in. The last thing, don't forget this, number 11, you're going to, number 10 and 11, you're going to create an account and begin answering the questions. So if I go back to here, on this right-hand side, all these links, well, up here it says apply for fall. Now, here's the thing. I know we're going to say, well, we're not going into college in the fall of 2020. Yeah, I know. But I want you to get into the details of this application. Now, you can fill out this application. You can check out all the parts of it, and you can start figuring out things. And you just don't submit it. Like, no brainer. And then when the time comes and they open it up for you in about 3 to 4 months, then you can fill it out again. But you might not have to fill it out again because sometimes in computer systems like this, they allow you to transfer your information over to a different year, and you just select a different year, and then you're good. So thank you for your interest, including fall 2021, spring 2021. See, okay, summer 2021. So it's already kind of getting ready for stuff. So you'll go create an account, and then I think you're all experts at this. Name, again, put any email address you want, school or personal. If you want text and phone authorization, create a username and password. Here's the information on the password. Should definitely be stuff that you can remember. Agree to these terms. I don't think anybody's in the European Union, so you hit no, and then you create an account. And so then it'll give you some questions, and you can start filling out and checking out the application too. Once you hit create my account, it's going to send you to a new page. I want you to take a picture of that page, either screenshot it if you're doing it on the phone, or you can just take a picture of your computer from your phone, and that will be the picture that you will upload in for the assignment. So 2 things with this. 1, you're going to answer some questions on a separate sheet of paper and turn them in. And 2, you're going to take a screenshot of after you've signed up an account. And again, even if you're not planning to go to a CSU, I'm going to have you go through it anyway so you can learn more about college applications, application fees, and things like that. Okay, and we'll get into all that details probably next week. Okay, so just to refresh 4 assignments: reflection on last week's schedule, make a new schedule this week, attend the meeting on Wednesday, questions and summary, and then 2 small assignments around the CSU application. And that is it for this week. So we're going to do CSU Intro this week. Next week, we're going to delve into actually picking some CSU campuses and learning more about them. And then the week before finals, I'm hoping to have my tutors put together some information about the Common App. Common App is another application system that is usually more for either private schools or schools outside of California. And so that way you'll have seen 3 different application systems: the UC application system, the CSU application system, and the Common App application system. So that way when we roll into your senior year next year and it's time to apply for colleges, those 3 should not be familiar to you, and you should be ready to rock and roll. Okay, that's my goal. I've been telling you that since you were in your freshman classes. That's my goal, get you to college, all right? I will see all of you on Wednesday. Have a great rest of your week. Stay safe.